Hey folks, welcome to the Mandolin Tune of the Week. Thanks for joining me this week. We've got a classic Andy Staman tune, one most of you have probably already heard. This is called Flatbush Waltz. So before we get started, I do run a Patreon account, which means that for $3 a month, you can get access to the Mandolin Tune of the Week tabs, backing tracks, things of that nature. Additionally, for $8 a month, there are some Patreon-only bonus lessons that I post from time to time. All right, so here it is, folks, the Flatbush Waltz. So we'll start off just by hammering on to the D from the C note. And we're going to catch that G here on the E string, D, C, B flat, C, B flat in this little triplet, and then to that G. So, and then we're going to play much the same thing, except that time we're going to go straight to the B flat from the D and catch that C. So together those two will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 1. Our next lick. So pinky on the 6th fret, ring finger on the 5th, middle finger on the 3rd. And then walk up. Another triplet there. And then our closing lick, which we're going to use several times during this tune. So B flat, C, the 3rd fret, then catch the 6th fret, that A flat note with our pinky here. Back to the B flat, then the G note. And that's the first half of the A part. So it's AA, but there's a little variation in the second half, which we'll get into, but I'm just going to go ahead and play that much slowly. And going into the second half of the A part, we're going to play those pickup notes. So open 3, open 5, 1, or G, B flat, D, G, B flat. Then we'll play everything the same way. And this is where it gets different. And that's the only thing that's going to be different. So, from this C note, we're going to play F, and then do this little triplet walk down, which is going to be E flat, D, C, or 6, 5, 3 with your pinky ring middle. And then we'll land on that B flat note. So, and then just walk straight up, and then another triplet with just your pinky and ring finger. And same deal there with that C minor, that C to G to C. And the same ending. So that second half of the A is going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 1. So that's both A parts. Let's go ahead and play them both now back to back just to put them together. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's the A section. We're going to use the same pickups to get into the B section. And then start here on this double stop at the top of the B. So this B section has some pretty killer double stops. They can be a little tricky. The fingerings are all in the tab. Now these aren't mandatory or anything. You can kind of do it in the way that works. The fingerings that I've got written out and that I'm doing are the ones that make the most sense to me for navigating, but there's lots of ways you could do this. So we're going to start out with this B flat double stop, which is my ring finger on the D note, the 5th fret of the A string, pinky on the B flat, which is the 6th fret of the E. And then play these, which is kind of a A minor, G minor, A minor. And that's the same fingering on that, so you can do it both ways. You could do it like this. And then we're just going to play a simple D arpeggio. So D, F sharp, D, F sharp. So that's going to be G minor, kind of an F there with the A and the F, E flat, which is going to be G note there, E flat note there, and then the F and the D. So that much again. And this is the first ending. So we're going to climb back up here. So that's just that G minor, kind of slid up 2 frets, back to the B flat, and then. So I'm going to go down, and then up. And this lick is kind of tricky. We're going to play just that hammer on and pull back off of it while we're tremoloing. So you really don't need to change anything in your right hand. It's all just a matter of doing that with your left hand while you're playing tremolo over here. So that's the first half of this B section with the first ending. Let's go ahead and just play all of that to put it together now. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Now the second half is much the same. Same thing here. But now we're going to go back here and then play this double stop. That's a B flat and a G, and go back to this C minor double stop and land on that B flat with the open D. So that together. And then just our little ending tag there. So the second half of that B part will sound like this. And that's the whole tune. Let's go ahead and put both of those B sections together slowly now. 1, 2, 3, 1. And there it is. That's the Flatbush Waltz by Andy Staman. Great mandolin tune. There's also a great recording by David Grisman that I would encourage you folks to check out. So thanks for joining me this week on the Mandolin Tune of the Week. Every Sunday we got a brand new tune. So subscribe if you haven't. Check out that Patreon. That really helps me keep this going from week to week. I'll play it once more. Feel free to play along. 1, 2, 3, 1.